You're watching Billiard Club Television, your source for professional pool. BCN presents the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship. Feature matchup, Rodney Morris, the Rocket, and Earl the Pearl Strickland. Here's a practice session prior to the feature match, which begins in about 4 minutes. Enjoy. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and support our sponsors. It's all made possible by the Billiard Club Pro Shop. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, that side's better. He's got two guys over here, so.
Okay, ready or not, it's showtime. Hey there, Scott Smith. Okay, boys, let's get it on. You're watching Billiard Club Television. They come from many nations to Chesapeake, Virginia to compete for professional pool's most coveted title. They play 9-ball pool non-stop for 7 days in a double elimination tournament format, where each match is a race to win 11 games. They play for the prize fund of $250,000. In the end, only one player will reign supreme. They are the world's greatest players. This is the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, welcome back to the Chalk-Off Arena. We're here live in Chesapeake, Virginia at the 33rd Annual U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships. This is day number 4. We started with 238 of the world's greatest players. 112 players remain in the tournament. Format's race to 11. The finals will be a single race to 13 games on Saturday night. At this time, we'd like to introduce our two principals for our TV matchup for Billiard Club Network. Our first gentleman is currently marketing a new product called Extreme Focus. He won back-to-back titles on the PBT Tour several years ago, which included this tournament here, the U.S. Open 9-Ball Championships. Please welcome from Houston, Texas, the Rocket, Mr. Rodney Morris. Thank you. And his opponent holds a record 5 U.S. Open 9-Ball titles. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 times World 9-Ball Champion from Greensboro, North Carolina. Give it up for the mighty Earl, Mr. Earl Strickland. Thank you. Gentlemen, you may lag for the first break. Good luck.
Earl Strickland, Rodney Morris. Winners bracket action.
Mr. Strickland wins the lag. We're going to send it to the booth. Jimmy and Danny, take it away, you guys.
One of the living legends of the game, the Pearl, Earl Strickland, 5-time U.S. Open champion, unprecedented, up against the Rocket, Rodney Morris. And to nobody's surprise, Danny, not many empty seats in the Chalk-Off Arena.
Yeah, this is going to be a great match. Earl told me that he is doing road work, he's in dead stroke, and ready to play.
Well, he's in dead stroke with what looks to be close to a golf glove on his cue hand there. So here we go, rack number 1, the race to 11. Round 4, winner's side matchup. Strickland versus Morris. And it all starts here. And that 5 just rolling into the path of the cue ball in the 1. That would have given Earl a dream start to this first rack.
Yeah, that was the last ball rolling. Went and snookered him. So right now, he may be feeling like things are against him. I know how he thinks. I hope he has a positive attitude because he's a great competitor when he does. Well, it looks like he does have a shot. Well, a shot to hit it anyway.
Just trying to get the speed of the table, and I don't think he's there, Danny. I think he's left Rodney a chance at this one.
That was a case of you're better off overshooting than undershooting. Throughout the game, that happens. That comes up. Are you better off overshooting or undershooting? There, overshooting. He had 5 balls to get him with.
You know, very unlikely matchup here, and I harken back a few years ago. These two were actually partners representing the USA in the World Cup of Pool that was played in Wales. They got beat by the Philippines in the final, but they got along very well, and I even know in recent Moscone Cups where Strickland and Morris have taken part. Rodney is always one of the players that's been paired with Strickland because he gets on pretty well with them. Well, it's all business at the table right now. There'll be no friends, no Christmas cards exchanged at this point in time.
Well, there's a lot of players that are very friendly over the years, but when you're playing them, they're mean, ornery killers.
Just a little more angle than he would have liked on this 4. Oh, straight, or sorry, on the 3, straight into the corner pocket, and he totally misjudged that. And you can't be bringing Strickland to the table with ball in hand. Five open balls remaining, Danny.
That's freaky. You know, whenever a player shoots a ball and it goes right in the pocket, the cue ball that is, he really didn't see something. You know what I mean? It went right straight in.
I think he tried to hit it with a lot of top and just kind of bend it and catch the bottom cushion. But either way, this is just what Earl Strickland would have wanted, to get off the mark and stay in a positive vein in this match, because Morris is very much a rhythm player, and he can knock those racks in with alarming regularity. mind you, soaking the man at the table. The 9 to open his account. And that's just what he does. The pearl off the mark. He takes the first rack, leads Rodney Morris 1-0.
Well, the winner of this match could very well be one of the favorites to win the tournament. But there are a lot of other ones playing right now on the other tables, like you pointed out. There were like 4 other matches that could have been featured here, but we had to pick one, and we're going to give Earl a chance to entertain everybody.
Earl just having a little look at the rack. Yeah, he's just saying the rack's no good. So Rodney will come back and just try and tighten him up.
You notice everybody has a different style of saying he wants to re-rack. Push him up, he said. That's all you got to do. Push him up.
Yeah,
that's what it was. He thought
they're finding a spot for the 1 is what they're doing, and just trying to lock the balls into where the 1 is. One thing about it, though, Rodney will take note, as will Earl, as to where that wing ball goes off this break. If that wing ball's flying in off the break from this spot, Rodney's not going to be too keen to rack him high again.
Yeah.
Rack number 2, already leading 1-0, Strickland. Well, wing ball didn't go in that time. And I think he's given Morris an ideal starting shot on the 1. He has a quick look, but looks like there's a clear path to that 1.
Yeah, he didn't have it. Something hit the ball, knocked it out. He was snookered for a little while. Something knocked the 1 out. Morris doesn't mind one bit.
Two very instinctive players, very gifted. One right-handed, one left-handed. Rodney won this event in 1996.
Hey, what's this? Did he
it
get
looked like
there?
you know what? It looked like that cue ball just took a left turn right at the last minute.
Could have been.
Just to afford Rodney a chance at this too. But again, he's just looking a little nervy, isn't he, Danny?
Yeah, he's not loose. He's not loose. I don't know if it has to do with the importance of the match or his opponent.
Well, I think Earl can be intimidating at the best of times. But Rodney knows him. He knows him very well. So should be no surprises here. And he's back in perfect position now. Just a nice little angle on this 4. The 8 looks like it's available bottom left. Oh. He didn't hit. They just cut that with a little too much bottom, so it's going to be a thinner cut on this 5 than he would have liked.
I thought he should have gone forward 2 rails. Looked a little bit better. Yeah. So far, Rodney does not look like he's loose and ready to win. Ooh. That one sort of slapped in.
Morris fresh off his victory with Shane Van Boening in that very same World Cup this year. He partnered Strickland a couple years ago when it was played in Wales. It was played in Holland this year, and Morris and Shane Van Boening representing America, and they came away victorious, convincing winners over the Philippines in the final, repaying that debt that Morris and Strickland owed them.
Well, he got just a little bit off having an easy time here. He's going to have to go 1 rail, the end rail, and then bounce right back up. It's pretty conventional shot. Well, now he's got to hit the 9. He'd rather not have done that. He's going to billiard it over to the corner pocket to his left, it looks like. Center ball, pop it in. That's what he did.
Much better Much better look this time for Morris. And he completes it with the 9, gets back to a 1-1 score here. Earl Strickland, Rodney Morris, the race to 11. The Rocket, 1-1 with Earl Strickland. Rack number 3, now making his home in Houston, Texas.
Uh-oh.
Originally from Hawaii.
Oh, these balls took their places.
And that was a pretty handy break, getting that ball off the start. With a nice position on the 1 here. This rack may not take long either. Well, he didn't want to hit the 5. Tried to play the 2 to the same pocket.
His stroke didn't look like rhythmic. I mean, he hit it on an off stroke, it appeared.
That cue ball.
Oh, it was going
Yeah,
right
it was
in
tracking
that
to the
pocket.
corner pocket, but this looks useful unless he's left a space. And just looking at the way he turned and went to his chair there, I think Earl may. Well, does he see enough to be able to make this? Certainly he can hit it.
I think he does, and I think the angle he has, well, it's going to be tricky. It's not an easy shot.
Danny, if there's one player, though, on the planet, you want one player to make one shot for your life. Is there a better shot maker in the game than this man?
Well, he did this on purpose. I guess he couldn't make it, so he did the next best thing. He snookered him. It's going to be an easy hit. But did he control it? Nope. He left the shot.
Purposely taking the cue ball into the 3. And he's left himself half a chance at a very tricky 3 into the side pocket.
Well, if he rolls it in, he doesn't have to go far to the 4 ball, so that's the only good thing about it. If you had to do something extra, I don't even think you could think of shooting this ball. He might not shoot it anyway. It's extreme angle. He shot it. He didn't make it, but he shot it. And he's got Earl snookered. Yeah. No, Earl's got Morris snookered, I should say.
He's not giving him any air. Rodney's going back for his jump cue. Born in 1970. Rodney is just coming up on his 38th birthday. Not too far away. He'd like to celebrate that with his second U.S. Open title.
Look at this hit. Well, he doesn't like it.
Good news, bad news. Nice to get it, but still doesn't have a shot at the 3.
And he can't hit the cue ball low, or he could billiard the 9 in, but I don't think he could reach over the top and do it. It looks like a bank and a billiard if he could cue the ball, but I don't think he can.
You know, we're going to have a look in the crowd, too. Rodney's wife, Sheena, is around here somewhere. I saw her in the foyer with a couple of Rodney's 3 children, Shayla, Xander, and Taylor. But we see if we can spot her. We'll try and get her on camera. Oh, there's the 9. Good billiard shot from the Rocket, and that takes him to a 2-1 advantage over Earl Strickland.
Oh, it upset Earl a little bit. He bounced the cue ball. Said something funny, but he... Well, Morris lucked the ball in, and then he had a billiard, and I think Earl doesn't care about that. Hey, you got to watch it, because in a match he starts thinking everything's against him, including the fans, and he doesn't play his best. So I hope he stays together, because he's certainly a colorful human.
It's the 4th rack. Rodney Morris has got a 2-1 lead. He's won the last 2 on the spin, and he breaks now. to try and increase that lead. The cut break taking that cue ball into the side cushion. No friends at the table this time. More importantly, has he given Strickland a shot at the 1?
I don't know. We can't tell from here. I kind of think the 8 got in the way. Okay, he's if he can't make the 1, he's going to have to play a safe shot here, Jimmy. I don't know. What do you like?
Well, I think he's going to try and just keep that cue ball behind some colors.
He may have done it.
Has he left a jump shot, though? I think
That's
Rodney
it.
will be jumping at this.
Yeah, he does have a jump. That's it. And of course, when the object ball is near a pocket, it's a much easier jump. The only thing about jumping is you don't have to control the cue ball to the next ball. Here he goes. Well, he hit it. Sleep in the street hit. Again, doesn't it look like he's shooting with an off stroke? Like it's not like a rhythm thing. It looks like it's jerky.
He doesn't look as fluid.
He doesn't.
Or as comfortable. But, I mean, when you play somebody like Strickland, it's never easy. He is such a force. He is so intimidating, his presence at the table. And, I mean, he's also one of those guys that can play with a very high level of intensity. He can carry on a conversation with people in the crowd and
talk to himself.
In the middle of a rack. I mean, he might have a conversation with a half a dozen people in the middle of a rack and not miss a ball.
Well, his earlier match, he wound up, there was a guy a little bit inebriated in the audience making noise, and Earl told him to shut up.
Sights with his opposite eye, too, Danny. You'll see kind of puts his chin on the other end of the cue as to what we would consider normal. But all these years, he's made it work. 47 years of age, Strickland now.
Amazing. It seems like just yesterday he showed up.
And he looks pretty good. You know, I mean, I see him all over the world often, and I'll tell you what, he looks as healthy right now as I've seen him look in a while. You said he was starting to train again.
That's what he told me. He said his health is real good, and he's doing road work, getting ready for this kind of a tournament. And I like that because I'm a believer in this being a sport, and your legs have to be in good condition.
A healthy body, a sound mind.
Well, every now and then I get asked by a fan or even a sportscaster, is this a sport? I said, it sure is a sport because I tell this all the time. I put a pedometer on my foot, and I played an 8-hour session of 9-ball, and I walked 11 miles.
To level it up at 2 racks each. 9 down. The first 4 racks have been split here at the Chalk-Off Arena. It's the 33rd U.S. Open. 2-2, Morris and Strickland.
In Brooklyn, it's the Turdy Turd.
Turdy Turd. That's what it is in Ireland.
Or 30
It's the
toys or
Turdy
something.
Turd U.S. Open. Rack number 5. Earl Strickland and Rodney Morris. 2 apiece. The race to 11. 3 into the side.
2 ball.
And the 7, he's willing it to stop. And it stopped. If it did, just in time to leave him a shot at the 1.
Well, he'd like to go 1 rail and billiard to 9. A little bit of right-hand English. He hits the 9, he'll be perfect. Good shot.
And no obstacles. He's going to go through this rack.
Well, you got a little bit on the wrong side of the ball. He might have to, he's got to do something extra, but I think with his stroke, he'll draw it to the side rail. Like that. Good shot. He didn't get any angle. He's going to have to take the shot on the 8, I believe. Unless he's going to do some cheat in the pocket thing. Well, he just got by the round. Good shot. Good shot. Shot it to the right side of the pocket to get the cue ball to go to the left side.
He looks good, Danny. And he's playing very quick. And that is when Strickland is at his best. He's taken the last 2 and once again finds himself 1 rack ahead. 3-2 over the Rocket.
Well, he's feeling good. Like I said, his health has never been better. I guess he's had problems in the last few years, but he said he's perfect shape and running.
No check in the rack for Earl. Number 6 has arrived. 3-2 he leads. The U.S. Open 9-ball championships. The 5-time winner of this event is looking very strong.
Yeah, look at the way the ball's stuck. The 1 to the 2 is automatic. I don't see anything stopping him here. He got the right angle there.
When Strickland is right, he is like poetry in motion. He just strolls around the table. Look at his eyes. He's like a predator.
And he'll beat you painlessly.
Well, but he makes a mockery of the game. He just makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
That's one thing that both he and Morris share, is Morris has got that casual walk around the table when he's in stroke 2, and it just looked like you could pass your cue to someone in the parking lot and they could come here and do the job.
Perfect. Look at that shot. That looks easy, folks, but it is not. Perfect speed to leave an angle for an angle. I don't think it took a minute and a half for this rack.
Well, this is Earl Strickland flying right now. I mean, there isn't a human being in the planet that could live with this kind of form. Just like that, 4-2 and counting for the Pearl.
Race to 7.
Rack 9. The Rocket has left the launch pad. 4-4 with Earl Strickland. He needs something down, and the 3 just crawls into that corner pocket, and Rodney's got a shot at the 1.
Again, this is 1 ball to make, and I think everything else gets easy. He could cue the ball.
Great stuff, though. As
Well,
I've said, just a very high standard by both. I mean, Strickland was 4-2 ahead, a dry break in the 7th rack, and all of a sudden it's 4-4 and looks like going 5-4 to Morris. Just 1 dry break.
Yep. You should go 2 rails between the 6 and 8. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, man, his backer just took a shot of whiskey. That ball just got there, Jimmy. He's not wasting any time. He's not even wasting time stroking. He's 1 stroking almost everything.
He's a little short of speed here, so he's going to have to go up table and back down.
Yeah, or 2 rails. Oh, he hit it good. It's starting to look like nothing is going to stop these guys once they get a shot.
And it's not. 5-4. The Rocket in front of the Pearl right now. 3 in a row. Danny, as we look, Rodney settles into the break here. He's 5-4 in front. They're racking the balls as quick as they're playing.
Yeah, they both want to get up quick and play. I know Earl has no patience. Well, he didn't make a ball, but he's got a pretty easy combination to start with, and he'll control the one ball.
Well, it was a dry break from Strickland that gave Morris 3 racks, forged into a 5-4 lead. I wonder if that favor is going to be repaid right here.
Well, the first one looks okay. Oh, he didn't get real good on this one. He would have liked to got straight in something. Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Nice angle on the 4 to just slide back over the right-hand side for the 5 top right. Doesn't want to be too straight on this, though. And I'll tell you
like
what,
this?
he is dead straight. That just means that cue ball is going to be near that cushion. Won't be able to get it away from that right-hand cushion.
Yeah. Let's see where he stops it. Yeah, he stayed near the rail. I mean, this is tricky position. He's straight in on the 6. What do you do, roll this in? Shoot it in? Yes, that's what he did.
And again, making them look like they're all hangers.
Yeah, but what do you do with the 8, Jimmy? He doesn't have the right angle on the 7 to get to the 8 easily.
It looks like he can almost go up table, Danny. Up table and back down.
Well, it's not easy, especially if he hits the 8. Oh, that's going to upset him. The 9 might bank, but I don't know if he wants to do that. You know, that 8 will go into the cushion and push in a little, and it'll come out. That 9 is dead. He doesn't probably know the shot, but that 9 will go, even though it's hitting the end rail, because that cushion gives, and when the 8 comes out, it's going to cut that 9. This is a 1 pocket shot, and the 8 will go towards that pocket too, but I don't think he's going to shoot it. I'd love to see him shoot it, because I'm convinced that the 9 will go in that corner. You know what I'm talking about, the rubber.
I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, jeez, I
did.
thought he had it.
He hit it a little bit
He's
too
got it
hard.
off, has he? I thought he had it. Well, he didn't do bad.
No.
Could have done worse.
Well, Morris is happy that it.
He's back to the table. I'll tell you what, I thought he had the 9. Our
Yeah.
camera was right behind it.
He hit it a little bit too hard. A little bit too hard, but the ball did force into the rail. He could have cut it a little more.
Now, thin cut here on the 8.
Maybe the wrong rail. See it? The wrong rail, 2-railer. Perfect.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
And that keeps the train on its tracks. 4 in a row to the Rocket. And that gives him a 6-4 advantage now over the Pearl.
Morris is not going to recheck it. He said Earl liked it, so I'm going to break.
Rack 11, 6-4. Morris in front, leaning to try and get that 2 to dive, but it didn't.
But he didn't leave anything.
Looks like we're going to see our first push out.
Maybe.
Raj Hundal just sitting in behind Earl there from the UK. Where is he kicking?
No, he could fan it. He could fan it.
Oh, just the edge.
Yeah. Not hard enough.
He may wish he'd have pushed. He's going to find
Well, you
himself
know,
in
he
trouble
did
here.
have 2 balls to get him with. He just shot too easy. Yeah, Morris will make him pay for it. Tough ball to hit here. Oh, man, this ball's going to hop up in the air. He hit it. He hit it. Almost made it, but almost doesn't count. I think he's got to hit rail first here if he wants to get anywhere near the 2. Straight in will leave him a long shot. So he has, I believe he's supposed to hit rail first, but I don't think he's doing that. He's going to take the straight in on the 2.
This will test his stroke.
Yeah. Do you want to stop right there and take another long shot on the 3? Or do you want to try to draw it?
Well,
it doesn't
he
go
says
in
he
the
likes
side.
the pressure of big-time pool. Well, this one here is a pressure ball.
Yeah, I think he has to stop and take the long shot. That's what he did. And he's on the rail. Now what? He's got to hit this with good speed or he'll be snookered behind the 5. You going to roll it forward? No, good shot.
Tremendous
Good
shot. Just an exhibition of shot making from both of these guys.
That was a good shot there.
Now in ideal position to go 3 racks clear.
Oh boy. Well, he's going to have to hit. Oh, is he going to kill it or go 2 rails? He likes to go 2 rails on this. He doesn't like to kill this. Bustamante likes to kill this kind of shot. Well, get that thing out of the way there. You don't want to go over that. Yeah, I think he's going to go 2
Rodney's
rails.
a hitter. He'll hit this.
Yeah.
He likes to hit the ball and let that cue arm go.
Perfect. Perfect.
The Chalk-Off Arena witnessing some terrific shot making here by both players, but it's Morris who vaults in front now 7-4 over the Pearl Earl Strickland. Rack number 12. Already just 40 minutes into this match, and we're into our 12th rack. Race to 11. The dry break from Morris. That brings Earl out of his chair.
I don't know if he has a shot. Does the 1 go between the 2 and 6?
You can see the pro rating, but he's lost 5 racks in a row. He trailed 4-2 at one junction.
Okay. What do we do here, Jimmy?
And he's had a look. This one, I think, goes to the bottom left corner.
Yeah, it goes between the 2 and the 6. Look at the standing there. 932. The Accustats figures 932, 930. Yet
Strickland just in front. I mean, he hasn't missed because he hasn't been at the table until that particular shot. That was a missed attempt, but
he's going to be practicing kicking. Tough kick. How do you hit this one, Jimmy?
well, same cushion. A little bit of side spin and trust to luck.
You got to reverse it and hit it low. He made it. He hit it anyway, but the cue ball flew in the pocket.
He's not getting any rolls, Danny,
No,
in
he's not.
fairness. I mean, it seems like anything that can go wrong for Earl right now is. And he's got to
You're
hold
right.
himself together. You know,
Well-
he doesn't always face adversity with the
No.
best attitude, so he's got to hang in because he really isn't playing bad.
Well, hanging here is hoping your guy gives you another chance to the table, which doesn't have to be that way. You know, you got to get a shot first before you can hang in there. Fourth day of the U.S. Open 2008. 112 players left out of 238 that started.
Nice angle on the 7. Swing the cue ball off 2 cushions, come down and play the 6 to the bottom left corner. Here
I just think you go 1 rail. You don't hit two. You just go one rail. Well, the second one doesn't count.
And this will be 6 racks in a row. And without reply, 8-4. Morris over Strickland. Getting right on with it. The Rocket 8-4 in front of Earl Strickland. Breaking rack number 13. And nothing.
Okay, Earl.
Finding a dark pocket.
Earl, you got to mount a charge here.
He had a chance a few racks ago when he was 2 adrift.
Yeah, he didn't fall on
Yeah,
the 8.
one bad positional shot, and that cost him. He's got to clear up here.
Yeah. I think you go a little forward and you go 2 rails off the 3 to the 4. Miss the 8 and you'll be perfect.
Born in Greensboro, North Carolina, 47 years of age now, Earl Strickland. Seems like he's been around forever. He's been
right.
recently inducted into the Hall of Fame, BCA Hall of Fame, and deservedly so. Five times he's won the U.S. Open, most recently back in 2000. But you know something, Danny? He's owned this event.
Yeah, it's a very good record.
Yeah, but
5 U.S. Opens.
Even if you look back in this century, I mean, in 2001 he finished 4th, 2002 he finished 3rd, he finished 4th in 2005. I mean, nobody even comes close to the record that Strickland has in this event.
He could have had 8 U.S. Open titles from those finishes. But he's had a few lean years now, so he would really love to wake up and win this.
Well, if he's starting to look after himself, as we've heard, and,
yeah,
you know, training and getting himself in shape. I mean, he looks pretty healthy, 47. He's still got a few good years in him. And the way he plays, I mean, he's in. I truly think he's brought the best out in Rodney Morris in this match. Look at this. He's just poking at this. Well,
oh, Earl. Oh,
he
man,
just
oh,
poked,
man,
he
oh,
just
man,
poked
oh,
at that.
man.
He didn't
What
want to get
was
the rake.
that? Oh, I know it. See, he's so anxious to shoot that he didn't want to waste the time picking up the bridge. And look what it's cost him. This is going to be like curtains, I believe, for him now.
He walks a fine line, Earl. I mean, he's brilliant, and nobody denies that. But a questionable effort there. Strickland now 9-4 behind Rodney Morris, and Morris with the break in rack 14. He's talking to Morris. 9-4. Morris crushes the break here. 4 down, just about made the 9. But he's willing that 7 to get out of the way, and I'm not sure it did.
I think it did. I think he's got a shot.
So close to making the 9 in the same pocket, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's curving it a little, but he curved it perfect speed, it looks like. He's got an angle even.
Yeah, would he be looking at the 3-9 into the top corner? He's just come around to eye it up.
Well,
9-4 is a lot easier to look at this than if you were 4-4.
yeah, I think he's going to shoot the combine. Now he's going to cut
missed
at
the
it.
2.
He's going to cut at it.
He's missed the 2. Just trying to force it a little bit.
That was his one stroke.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot from Strickland. Couldn't have played that any better.
All right.
Just a little heavy with the speed on that shot.
Well, is he going to soft draw this past the 9 to the 6? That's what he's going to do, I believe. Oh, he didn't get past the 9, though, but he's lucky he didn't get snookered by the 9. Oh, Earl. Oh, man, oh, man. And this isn't like I'm pulling for somebody. I hate to see great players.
Even the crowd's groaning. I mean, the pool has been such a high standard. They want to see more of it. They don't want to see this match end. And Strickland has a legion of fans. I remember booking a flight for him when I was bringing these guys up to Canada, and the flight attendant on the phone, when I mentioned Earl Strickland, knew exactly who he was. But this looks ominous now.
Yeah, he threw
10-4 to Rodney Morris. 8 racks in a row from a 4-2 Strickland lead. 1 rack away, Morris on the hill.
He absolutely threw 2 games away recently, and that's a 4-game spread. You know, it could very well be 8-6, but that's not how it works.
Rack number 15. Morris hoping it's the last one he plays in this match. He'd like to get out and get that dinner, but he's not going to do it right away. Strickland at the table. There's been a number of dry breaks on this table.
Well, in this case, he doesn't have a real good shot, 1 to the 2. He's got a shot on the 1, but I think he's going to have to accept a fairly long shot. Well, he had a little angle, and he got close, so.
Getting position to the 3 here, no mean feat. What kind of magic can Strickland conjure up with this shot?
He's got to miss the pink ball. Oh, that's going to be hard unless he hits the ball and stops. No, he's not going to like this. He doesn't like it at all. He left the cut. I think the way it's going, Rodney's going to shoot at it. He doesn't have to. He could shoot straight on, stop, and play a snooker. But the way it's going, I think he might just cut at it. Not going to make it, but he's going to cut at it.
Tricky 4, though. He's left the 5 or the 3 on, but a very tricky 4.
Yeah. 3 doesn't, I mean, the 4 doesn't go in many pockets. And can he get to where it goes? It's to the left-hand corner pocket. Pretty good stroke, but he's not going to like it. He could hit it, but I don't know what he can do with it. Safety. Yeah, he's still trying to win. You know, whatever. Oh, what do you do here? This is not the 6x12 snooker safe. He let him see it, and it cuts in. I believe he has a shot at it.
He's checking.
Yeah, I think he has a shot at it. He does. Really, great shot. Great shot. Oh,
look what he's done with the 7.
Oh, he tied up the 7. Well, when you, I was going to say, when you move the 6, the 7 goes, but can you get back there? You know, the only place the 7 goes is in the pocket where the 6 is right now. He's going to have to draw it past the side pocket. 2 rails to the 7. No hanger. I believe that's all he has, right? I mean, what do you see?
No, nothing. I think it goes to the bottom left and the top right. That's it. And he can't really get to the top right where he's sitting on the 6 now, Danny.
Oh, he's not.
Or Kenny.
Oh,
or
yeah,
Kenny.
He did.
Look at that shot. That's a pretty good effort.
Yeah, it is. But I think he has to go 3 rails now and miss the 9, or could he go 1? Maybe he could. I think he's going to stroke it. He missed the 9, but he missed the 7. right now, in the old days, he would throw it right in, but we don't allow that now.
Now this is just a formality. The handshake will be following here shortly.
Well, Earl's talking to the people and grinning a little bit, so I don't think it's going to shatter him.
Well, he just goes to the loser's bracket. Strickland will have to fight his way back from there, but this is a good performance from Morris. A very good one. 11-4, one-sided. Could have been a lot different. Morris moves on to round 5, stays on the winner's bracket. Strickland will have to fight from the left-hand side of the draw.
The U.S. Open 9-Ball Championship is a production of Billiard Club Network. For more, log on to billiardclub.net.